Hello. In this video, I just wanted to show off the progress I've made on my first Atari game, which is a Hunt the Wumpus knockoff. I love this game. I've done a whole lot of different versions of it for different platforms, and I thought I haven't done the Atari yet. Why not try to race the beam, as every true nerd must do in his or her life? So the version that I've made here is based off of this map that you can find online, and I've printed a copy out because it makes keeping track of stuff a whole lot easier. So the layout is the rooms is fixed, but obviously the locations of things is randomized when the game starts. So let's pop over to the emulator here, and I will start up my game. So there's the title screen. I actually did have the music all done out till the end of that piece, which is in the Hall of the Mountain King, and unfortunately, there's like one note at the very end that can't be reproduced correctly, and it just sounds off key. So I just kind of cut the song short. Also, I ran out of memory because this is just a 4K kind of model, and there's no bank switching. So I was like, okay, I gotta just cut it short, and that way people don't hear that note that's off, and then the memory problem goes away too. So I just hit the button to start, and the way this works is you have 3 caves that you can go into, and the number in the center is the cave that you're currently in. So you're kind of controlling the ball, and I just did this like an homage to Adventure. Originally, I didn't have it with the ball, so you just use the joystick to select what cave you wanted to go in, and that worked fine. But just somehow it just gives you the feeling that you're controlling something, and the little guy is kind of fun. So let's see here. I'm just going to mark down on my map that I am in room 18 and 7. 9, 19, and 17 are clear. Now let me just show you how you to move. You just run into another cave. You just run into that cave. Okay, so now there's 2 things going on here. The background color changed, and that's the indicator that there's a Wumpus nearby. And I probably maybe sneak in a sound effect or 2. So now I know the Wumpus is in room 11 or room 20. And because I just came from room 18, and that draft, that noise, that staticky noise, that's supposed to be the sound of the draft from a pit. So I know that there's a pit in room 20 or room 11. Or there could be both because there's 2 pits. But let me go back to room 11. No, wait, I came from room 18. Yes, there we go. All right, so now the pit is gone. Let's go into a different room. Let's go into room 9, and we'll see what's there. So I know 9 is safe. I know 8's safe, and let's go into room 10 and see what's in there. There we go. Okay, so 10 is next to room 11 on the map. So the pit is in room 11. So don't go in room 11. But the Wumpus must be in room 20. So let me see if I can get over to something adjacent to room 20. And then fire into that room. So let me try to go, what room? I'm in room 10. Let me go to room 2. Oh, there's a bat. Okay, so that means there's a bat in room 1 or 3. That little squeak is supposed to be the bat. Oh, and there's a pit around me too. Oh boy, this isn't good. All right, I'll risk it. So the bat was in room 3. And the bat dropped me on the Wumpus. All right. So we've seen the bat, and we've seen the Wumpus death. All right. So how do you shoot in this game? You hold down the joystick button while you run into a cave, and that's actually kind of fun to do. It feels like you're going on a bonsai charge. So I'll hold down the button, run into the cave, and there's the arrow graphic, but I missed the Wumpus, so he ate me. And then we saw the bat animation. Let's see if we can find the pit animation as well. There's a pit animation. Now I put a little Easter egg in the game, so there's like a random number generator, obviously, and when you fall into the pit, if like the current random number is less than 20, it actually it'll put ET in the bottom of the pit with you. So I've got an homage to Adventure, and I've got an homage to ET hiding in here. So let's see. I think we saw the bat, the pit, and the Wumpus. And there's also a victory screen, which I'm still working on, which is kind of ugly, and then it does the like the little intro to A Hunting We Will Go when you hit the Wumpus. and then just the button restarts it. So that's kind of it. So we've got the bats, the pits, sound effects for the bats and the pits. I don't know. I think there needs to be like some sort of audio indicator that you're next to the Wumpus. And without the piece of paper, this game is kind of confusing, and I kind of wish there were a mini map, and I'm just sort of having a hard time envisioning what that would look like. Maybe have it, all the data that you've gathered displayed in tabular format. That might work. The snag is, though, that this is only a 4K model. There's no bank switching the way I have this thing set up. I'm just trying to limit the complexity. And I'm kind of out of memory. So I'm kind of I've used up my 4K. So so there it is. There is Hunt the Wumpus on the Atari.